What's going on, folks? It's another pretty day here at the property, and man, it's gonna be a warm one today. I think the high is like 102, 103, somewhere in there. My main goal for today is to get this ground blind here set up over in Mal's corner. That's where I am right now. And the feeder that I hung is right there. You can just barely see it right there. It's probably like 40, 50 yards away. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put the blind maybe right up here, like tuck it up in here where it's got some natural cover there, brush it up a little bit more, and then just kind of trim out all this root growth. And there's a cypress sapling up there, and just kind of trim out the main lane to that feeder right there, and then see what she needs from there. So the reason that I'm thinking this little corner right here is just, well, for one, it's plenty of cover here, and I can get a clear shot over there to the feeder. And then our access trail is actually, you can see it right back through there. So everything else is over here. The feeder and everything is over there. So we'll be able to come down the trail, slip in through here, get into the blind in this little corner, ideally without disturbing anything on the other side of all these trees. It's about a month before season right now, so with all that time for this blind to kind of sit here and kind of soak in, if you will, all the fumes and everything vent off of it, the deer get used to it out here. It kind of becomes a part of this scene out here. Hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. I just think this will be the best spot, brush wise and cover wise, to get us some shots on some deer here this fall, maybe even some hogs, probably some hogs. I've been seeing quite a few on this camera here. Past couple years, that little trio of trees right there at the base of it, there's two little folding metal office chairs. I've been just kind of brushing in that little corner there the past few years and looking down that lane on the other side of all these trees, looking out that same area. So I definitely think this spot right here will work a little bit better than that did. All right, so I just spent a few minutes clearing out the ground, trimming any limbs in the way and all that stuff. So now I'm gonna set up the blind, and then we'll kind of trim any other limbs that we need to, clear the shooting lane and all that good stuff. I ain't believing this. I'm over here sawzawing. Look what walks up right up on me. Dude, what? You gotta be kidding me. Look at this. They don't give a shit. Dude. That's crazy. I'm sitting right over here trimming limbs, and they walk up right out there. Just chilling. I mean, they gotta smell me. That's what they're smelling, I imagine. This is what they did the first time. Look, nose up. He's smelling. He knows something's off. Yeah, pick. 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 Crazy. Look at this. Look at. Don't even care. Sawzall going. Don't even care. Man, dude. All right, got it brushed in there. Looks pretty good. I mean, most of this is gonna die, all these limbs and everything, so it might need some touching up, but I think that looks pretty good. And got the shooting lane out towards the feeder cleared out there. So that's nice. I think I'm gonna call this good on the brushing for today. Like I said, I might need to touch it up a little bit closer to season, a little farther in, but I think that looks pretty good. It's tucked back in here up enough that it might do us just fine. It's on the inside of this dude. Let's see, slip in here. Plenty of room for 2 chairs. And I can just about stand up all the way. My head's touching, but I can at least stand up, you know. And then, so we've got a clear lane out to the feeder right out there. That's really about the only shooting lane. I mean, you can see out of that window over there a little bit. And there's a chance that we might see something out there, but really what we're focusing on is that feeder right out there on the other side of that tripod. So, plenty of room in here. Ain't too bad at all. Okay, so I just went out to the car, got the bag of corn and filled that feeder up. And I mean, you can tell not much is really eating this corn out here, which I knew because I got that cell cam and I hadn't really seen too many pictures. And I figure, I mean, it's been 100 degrees. So I doubt everything's really wanting to eat too much corn here. So I'm sure feeding volume will pick up here as we get a little colder into the fall. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that feeder where it's at. It was about halfway out. So about 2 weeks it'll take it to empty out. So at least now I know that. Take a look here at the blind. So standing, I mean, right under the feeder here. The blind is right back there. So I mean, you can just hardly see it back there. So that looks pretty good. I like the way that turned out. It's nice, kind of tucked back up in there, kind of how I was thinking about it. So glad that turned out nice. Still got about half a bag of corn. Like I said, that feeder didn't really take too much. So I guess I'll be carrying this back up there. I'd hate to pour it out with as much corn as on the ground right now. All right, well, finished up over there at Mal's Corner. Bringing this corn back here to the box blind now to fill up this feeder. Got one bag back here now, and boy, let me tell you, I forget how difficult that walk is every time, especially with a big old bag of corn over your shoulder. But I got this bag, and I got another full bag, and then that like half full one from Mal's Corner to bring back here. So I've only seen one snake so far, so that's not too bad. All right, 2 bags down. One more half one to go. All right, got all 3 bags in this chair up to the feeder. Boy, that ain't too easy when it's as hot as it is out here. I feel like I just jumped in a swimming pool. I'm sweating so much. But we're gonna fill up this feeder, change camera card here, and then over there at the blue box blind. And then that's gonna be it. It's too daggum hot for me to be out here anymore, but didn't have anything else planned to do today anyways. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Got the old feeder filled up, got that camera card changed. Now let's go change that blue box blind camera, or that camera card, and call it a day. Just got this one changed. That's gonna do it for me today, folks. I'm gonna get myself back up to the car and out of this sauna before I have a heat stroke out here. I'll tell you what, really a pretty productive day today. I mean, came out here and did what I wanted to do, what I had on the list. Got that blind set up pretty nice. I think that's gonna be good this season. And got the feeders topped off. And I think now I can wait a couple weeks before I do refill them, especially that box blind, that big feeder. Pretty cool little encounter there with the hogs. Cool as in like how close they were, you know, not cool as in there were hogs that close. We'll have to get in there and try to work on some hogs this year. Ain't no doubt about that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, folks. I appreciate you guys following along, watching all these videos and everything. That being said, y'all have a good one. I'll catch y'all later.